It was created by a guy named
Mr. Nightshade?
I'm gonna guess his name is Shion.
Why? Just randomly.
Why would you guess Sean specifically?
Because I have his name,
Yes.
and it's spelled S-H-I-O-N, like Shion,
Oh.
which it could be Shion,
Maybe it is.
but I'm wondering if he calls himself Sean.
I think it's Sean. He might be Welsh.
Well, he's actually, his last name is Fujita.
Yeah, he's Welsh.
Yeah, that sounds Welsh.
Right.
Yeah.
Some taffy bar manager at Cin Cin. So he might be Shion Fujita, or Shion Fujita, or he might be Shion Fujita.
Yeah.
We don't know. And I did not ask him to be on the show tonight.
Well, if you're listening, Shion or Sean, leave us a comment.
That's right. Because we're doing one of your drinks tonight.
Yay.
The Nightshade, as served at Cin Cin. I believe that's how you say it.
I think it's Cin Cin.
Yeah.
Big fancy schmancy roll. Your celebrities hang out for din-dins.
That's right.
Well, they
Din Din at Cin Cin.
Yeah.
I think they did in the 90s. I'm not sure if they're still going.
I think they are because Sean, as we can call him,
Yeah.
was working the bar one night when he first started.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Pine,
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah. He's only been famous for a little while.
yeah, he's freshly famous. And I think this was part of his Star Trek fame. It was probably when he was in town doing
Oh, they Star Trek.
shot Star Trek here. He came in and he asked for a gin martini straight up with an olive.
Oh, what?
And Sean said, no problem, and went and got somebody because he didn't know how to make a martini.
really?
Yeah.
A bartender doesn't know how to make a martini?
It's not a very good story in the magazine. That's all it says. It doesn't just say why he was behind there and didn't know how to make a martini. Because he's the bar manager there and he's creating drinks. And at some point, it said that he was hired at Cin Cin as a busser. And one night after work, he was talking with a bartender, and the bartender was waxing poetical about the whole aspects of mixing drinks and how cool that is. And he was kind of taken with it. And then he got the old double cross pulled on him, where the bartender said, well, if you'd like to come in here and chop up a bunch of limes and do a bunch of prep work for me, that would be great. And not realizing that was really schlep awful stuff, and nobody likes doing that. And so he would do that, and then he showed interest in it. Then maybe that led to the Chris Pine Martini fiasco, as it's now called. And then he said, no, I want to be serious about this. He was trained by David Walowitnik.
What?
Yeah.
We made his drinks before.
We made his drinks before.
Why can't we do that?
I don't know. I think we're doing this completely wrong.
Oh, that's why then.
Yeah.
Where's Walowitnik?
Walowitnik is now down at Resurrection Spirits now, I think. He's no longer a botanist. I think he's at the distillery.
It's hard to keep track of that guy.
It is.
All right. Resurrection Spirits. All right. Well, you should head down there.
So, did Chris Pine get his delicious...
I think he did get a martini from somebody else.
Somebody else. Okay.
And meanwhile, Sean went on to the Walowitnik business for a year, and then he went and got his final training with some sort of diploma-ized thing, and then went back to Cin Cin, and as I say, he's now the bar manager there, creating seasonal favorites for the Chris Pines of the world.
Excellent.
And maybe you, if you decide to go down there.
Yeah. Yeah, not you.
Not me.
No.
All right.
I don't
Okay.
got Cin Cin money.
Oh, well, maybe we can write it off as a company expense.
Maybe.
We'll talk to the CFO over here.
No, I don't. Have you eaten at Cin Cin?
I have.
Wow.
A couple of times.
And have you eaten at Cin Cin?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
Not in the last 10 years, though, probably.
I don't think I've ever been to Cin Cin.
Okay.
All right.
Because it used to be attached to something, didn't it? Wasn't there like a lesser thing was attached, or they shared a kitchen or something?
No, you're making stuff up.
Oh, what was that place? It was something like. Well, maybe I went to Cin Cin once.
Cin Cin's upstairs.
Yeah.
On
Rodson.
yeah. And it's been there since the late 80s, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's already gone through the incarnation of being not cool, and then going back to being cool again.
Yeah. But really, really nice Italian fare. Yeah.
Does it share a stairway, and they split at the top? Is that what I'm thinking?
Maybe, yeah. There's a stairway. I don't remember it splitting, but maybe it does because I've only gone to Cin Cin.
Right.
At the bottom is another. Underneath is another restaurant.
Right.
But it's just a little narrow doorway.
Yeah. We went there one night, the whole gang of us. But I don't know if it was it or if it was by it.
Was that after the wedding? Because we were across the street from.
No, that was the one that used to be the Penny Lane Bistro.
Went upstairs.
Yeah, it was upstairs.
Where
Well, this was Eric Idle was playing the next night or that night in town, because that was what the conversation was how you had been robbed by your friends in the 70s.
Stupid friends.
They'd all gone to see Monty Python without you, even though you were like the one that introduced them all to it or something.
Or simultaneously, I was like, where'd you guys go? I went to see Monty.
Right.
I hate you guys.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Awful. And then we had all gone to see Eric Idle the year before, again not knowing that you were even remotely interested.
I'm starting to care less and less about them.
And we had an extra ticket that we got my dad to take, because they're like, who else is going to want to go see Eric Idle?
My dad loves Eric Idle.
That's right, and he had a great time.
Yeah.
And then years later, I made it up to you because we went to London.
Kicking and screaming. If I'd been like that the other 2 times,
that's probably why they didn't invite you.
I think that's why they said, we're going there. I don't want to go. Then, no, you love Monty Python. Now I know, but I don't want to go anyway.
But I think that was happening, and I think the Leos were happening that night. There was something that was going on because we were going to leave that restaurant, if it was Cin Cin, and go meet somebody else somewhere else. Oh, anyway, this story has gone far too long.
Another tangent that we're well known for.
In fact, if we were smart, we'd have Dave go, "Hello, everybody, and welcome to the and we start now."
Is it episode 60 already?
I think we're already at 61.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cin Cin, you guys should go down there. Mike used to talk about Cin Cin because Mike was cheap, notoriously cheap. He took somebody there on a date.
Who's Mike?
Mike Roberts, our past dearly departed dead friend. But regardless, he's still cheap.
Maybe that was his story that I remembered.
Maybe, because he went me had like a $20 hot dog.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he ordered the Italian sausage,
Yes.
thinking you're going to get little chorizos or something like that.
Right.
And that's right. But I think I had the same thing because it really rings a bell with me. But yeah, you got a side of spaghetti and this huge sausage, and that was it. It was like spaghetti and sausage on the side. It's like and it was expensive because it's an Italian sausage.
It was this close to having a wiener chopped up in macaroni and cheese.
That's right.
So Mike was not a fan of Cin Cin.
No, I can't. It's not his bag.
It's not his bag, man. So do we want to do the Aperol Spritz first, or do we want to try the brand new drink, as far as we're concerned, the Nightshade?
Well, let's do the Spritz because it's nice and simple.
Okay.
It's a classic. It's a staple in Italy.
Yeah.
It is. When I went to Italy, that's all I drank.
Yeah. You didn't ask for any martinis?
Did you wake up in the morning and realize you could only speak Italian?
I woke up in the morning with a note attached to me that said, "It's for your kidney."
Oh. Speaking of Monty Python, they came and got your kidney.
Hey, is this cake for everybody?
That cake is for us, for my... Well, she didn't make it, but she,
She gets a lot of free stuff.
She could make it if she wanted to.
So for this drink, we're going to use actual, authentic Italian Prosecco.
No.
So this is our second, this is like New Year's Eve all over again.
Happy New Year!
So let's hope that this one doesn't just explode everywhere. We should probably try this one straight too, and see how this one compares for Dave. Dave's going to be Mr. Sparkling Wine.
I like the way you think.
Oh, that's a real popper.
Oh yeah. And this is the one that you can't get back yet. This is the crazy cork that's...
Hold the bottle up, would you, Jason?
Hold the bottle up.
Yeah, just so we can get a
This
nice
is
view, a nice picture.
La Marca Prosecco. And it said that the flavor in this was nice, apple-y and honey and all
The other
sorts
one
of
was pretty apple-y too.
Right.
Well, you should hold up the other camera.
stuff. Is it on?
I believe so. Can you see through it?
I can't see through it.
No, that must be on.
Well, let me finish off Andre's baby Canadian champagne. And to be perfectly fair, we probably should have rinsed this, but we're not about fairness.
I gave mine to my wife, so I've got a new glass myself.
You know, make sure we save some for later.
Yes, exactly. Wouldn't that be funny if we couldn't do our cocktails
That's
because
good.
All right.
I already can smell the dryness.
Yes, well, it's your royal dryness.
Yeah. I'm going to be more thirsty after I drank it.
Happy 60th episode.
Thomas Edison was a brutal bully.
Oh, horrible.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I come to know.
Right, so of the two of them, if I said, hey, I got some baby Canadian, you'd say,
I probably go for the baby Canadian.
there we go.
There you go.
I'm taking it as a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've recorded it.
Oh yeah.
Remember, we used to have arguments with people and you couldn't prove anything. But
Yeah.
now that we record everything that we do.
Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully it will be nice in the beverages that we're going to do.
Yeah. So what if we're going to do the Aperol Spritz? How many ingredients in the Aperol Spritz?
3.
That's not a lot.
It isn't a lot.
Ice? You put ice in it?
I'm going to look, because this is going to be one of those label recipes.
It's a label. We've had such good success with that in finding them.
Oh, you know what? It calls for a slice of orange, and I forgot to get it orange. Imagine that there's a slice of orange on it.
Oh, you have a slice of orange?
I've got an orange.
Is there a
An
slice?
orange?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
All right.
Give me a minute, you guys entertain yourselves.
So it's 3 parts of Prosecco, 2 parts of Aperol, and a splash of soda, which I thought was kind of funny that you would add some sort of sparkling soda to a sparkling wine
I
beverage.
think it's because the soda is. I think it's to balance the pH.
Really?
Well, because soda has got a bit of it's got a high pH, and the anything with citrus has got a low pH, and so maybe it's there to sort of balance the flavors off. It's the only thing that makes any sense because you're not making it any more bubbly.
No, although you might be, because it could be that the Prosecco is like smaller bubbles and the soda's bigger bubbles. Either way, this is just giving me Mr. Gassy Man. I've got enough gas to go to Pittsburgh. So, so we're not, we don't have to shake this. It's not, is it even, what does it say? Oh my gosh, it's too tiny here. Since it's, oh my god, ice cubes, slice of orange. So yeah, we're going to put ice cubes in these glasses right here.
You crack open the ice cube shell.
Everybody gets a cube. So yeah, I had Aperol Spritz in Siena, I had Aperol Spritz in Venice, I had Aperol Spritz in Rome, I had Aperol Spritz in Florence.
Ooh, you're spritzing all over the place.
Oh, I was Spritz Lang.
Spritzing and schwitzing.
If you see these, Fred, and you folks at home too, the
Yeah.
little OXO jigger,
Yeah.
Something happened to mine all of a sudden, like.
It's all gone milky.
Yeah, well, the milky, but the actual measuring words.
Oh, the measuring. But the good thing they're only $1.65.
Yeah, I know, but I particularly like this one because there's a 1/4 ounce on it.